Om. I am paying my respect to my master, my Sadguru, and starting this discourse. By the grace of Almighty God, existence, Paramatma, I am giving the discourse on my book, which is I written many years ago, and that was written just after enlightenment. In the previous discourse, we take the introductory knowledge about this book, and now we are starting the preface of this book. My dear friends, in Hindi or Sanskrit, there is a very precious word used in the sense of the enlightenment or Atmagyana or Buddhatva or the self-realization and complete freedom from death and birth cycle. That very precious word is Kalyana. That is called Kalyana. So the getting this Kalyana or getting this supreme enlightenment or the supreme stage of the liberation, it is very unfortunate that no word is appropriate about the Kalyana in any language. Or even Atma Sakshatkara, there is no word. But I request all of you, time to time when the technical word will coming, I will describe these words. So, the preface is starting from here, that if a person want Kalyana, if person want complete liberation from the illusion of the Maya. So the mythology, so the spiritual science of the India says, there is three ways, there is three paths, there is three road maps to achieve this stage. So it is called a Prasthana Trayi, and one is the Prasthana Trayi, it means the three type of the departures, and one is the Vedic departure. The Vedic departure or the Vedic start from this destination, for this destination, that is the path of the Upanishads. And Upanishads, they are not propaganda or they are not karma kanda or they are not based on the functions. The second is the path of darshan. It means a divine ideology and that is the path of the Brahma Sutra. And the third path is Smarta Prasthana. That is the path of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So all of these threes, I want to describe here the third path. That is easy. There is no any difficulties and there is no any hurdles. My masters start from the Ashtavakra. My top master is Ashtavakra My second master was Empire Janaka. My third master was Sukadeva. And then after the, in the chain of this series of the name of the masters, my last master, which is a hidden master because he has restricted me to open his name. So my dear friend, the chain of the masters they are all enlightened and they are all efficient and very powerful masters. They make this road, this highway for the all seekers. They can follow this highway, they can walk on this highway, and they can reach the last destination of the life. Because the master have Brahma Shakti and they have a great inventive work, the invention of this immortality, this supreme knowledge of liberation. So if we have the simplest way to achieve enlightenment or supreme enlightenment or Atma Jnana or complete freedom, then why we will go in the dangerous path and unknown path? So I am spreading my knowledge of this highest supreme liberation, which is I get by my masters. So I tell this message is the message of divine love. This is the message of divine knowledge, and the same message which is come in the Upanishads, Gita, and all divine books of the world. Let me clear one thing. Don't think that we are Hindus, we are Muslims, we are Christians, we are Jewish, or we are believer or non-believer. If you are Hindu, you are Muslim, you are Christians, you are believer, you are non-believer, when you sleep in the sound sleep, you wash out all these achievements as you fight in this world for meaningless things. So it proves that we are one love and we are one light, and we all having the same existence inside, that is called soul, that is called Atma, that is called a divine light, that is called a divine awareness. So when I am giving these discourses, please don't be prejudiced, don't be see my discourses by the view of any particular religion, because my discourses is beyond all the religions. This is the common divine intellectual messages for all humanity of the world. And I don't want to make any group, I don't want to make any religion, I don't want to make any foundation and boundary, because the enlightenment, the Atma Jnana, is never bound any person. The Atma Jnana, the Atma is the one existence which is existing the millions uncountable galaxies. My dear friend, my message only for the seekers, my message only for the lovers of the God, my message only for those persons they want to go near the God which is living inside of them in the form of their Atma. And Atma is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or millions. No, Atma is only one. I want to give an example. As you know, the space is only one. And the many planets and many stars and many galaxies, they are living in the space. So the Atma like space, but Atma is not space. Atma is beyond space also. But Atma is presence in every particle. So my dear friend, if you cannot impose any religion on the water, on the air, on the fire, on the rivers, on the mountains, on the sun, on the moon, you cannot impose your religion on all the planets and galaxies. So why can you impose your religion on the presence of existence which is one? And we are having that existence in the form of our life. When existence touch with our physical body, the connectivity comes in the force. The connectivity comes in the force in the life. That the existence is called a person, a cattle, a bird, a fish. Every creature is alive. So the life has no religion. So this is the discourse, this is the knowledge, this is the instructions, and this is the technology of divinity and spirituality that is beyond all the religions. My dear friend, although this is beyond all the religion, and so it is called the last knowledge of the world, Vedanta. But although this knowledge is beyond the religions, beyond the all prejudiceness, caste, creed and nationality, but it is the common necessity and common need of human. Because every human wants peace, tensionlessness, love, awareness, consciousness, and welfare of his life. So, my discourses will help you in this ultimate peacefulness, tensionlessness, and ultimate knowledge, which if you will gain this knowledge, you can transform it into the immortal presence of existence. My dear friends, even this knowledge is beyond all the differentiation, but this knowledge only can achieve or only can gain by those persons they have the enough love in the heart. They can respect my words, they can feel me as a master. So I named this path a very new name, the path of Satchidananda, the Satchidananda Marga. And I named this meditation the meditation of awareness. Even this path is beyond the word and the languages. Even speechless awareness is this, but you can easily understand if you want to understand and if you fall in my divine affection of this supreme achievement of enlightenment. So I tell all of you, please feel the divine love inside of your heart and be submerged in the love of the divinity of the God existence. Even you are not believer, but you must believe yourself because your living presence of existence in you. Somebody do not believe in the God, but there is no effect. They can come to me because I never teach the believing. I teach the knowing. My dear friend, when you do this meditation, you will be free from all sorrows, all the illusion of Maya and mesmerism of avidya, the mesmerism of the nature which is coming by the mind, intellect, ego and mood. So you can conquer this nature and you can detach from your four things: mind, intellect, mood and ego. And these teachings, these knowledge, they are the spring of the nectar of spirituality. I want to tell one thing. This is the Brahma Vidya and this is the science of repetition. So I will repeat again and again, sometimes same things in the different type of manner or different type of mode. Because by this repetition, your knowledge of liberation, your knowledge of Brahma Jnana, your knowledge of Atma Jnana, your knowledge of divine freedom, and that will be day by day strong and effective. So, some most important fact I will repeat for your welfare and for your health. My dear friend, the Brahma Vidya, the Brahma is the not the Hindu word or not any religious word. Brahma is the universal, almighty presence of existence, God. You say tell God, but there is no word for the Brahma. So this is the science of the Brahma Jnana. This is the science of the complete liberation. I am using this word because some person is very prejudiced. They hate some birds, they hate some particular knowledge because they do not know. They are hating to the truth. Because in Indian mythology or the Sanatana Dharma, and never hate to anyone and never make a closed circle, never. The Sanatana Dharma open door for all world. And Sanatana Dharma is like the natural things like the sun, like the rain, like the rivers. Sanatana Dharma gives this spiritual knowledge, and the Sanatana Dharma is a very big spectrum. When we tell Sanatana Dharma, it is not meaning of Hindu. It is meaning the all universal humanity, that is the Sanatan Dharma for all. Even when the other religion was not on this earth, that Sanatan Dharma was spread all over the world. Even the continents was not separated, the plates was close to each other. And the all earth was one continent, and all the seas, they are covering this earth, that is called Jambu Deepa. The one continent that is called Jambu. At that time, our whole world is one love and one light and one religion and one mythology. And we are living with the great love and affection with each other. When the continents separated, the contact become off. So some continents, they have forget this most respective knowledge of liberation. So please never prejudice about your continental or your unreligious norms, because if you see minutely in your religious norms, you will find that the center of all religion, that is this awareness. In the center of this awareness, of religions, this is immortality. Even in Hindu religion, people says Naratu Narayana. In the Muslim religion, people says Fanatu Baka. And in Christian religion, people says the soul become the holy soul and holy light of the God. So if every religion give the indication of this achievement, but only the Sanatan Dharma has a proper method and mode and the proper path and the milestones and all the map to reach the last destination of this liberation or this enlightenment. The enlightenment word in the Western country, it has not this type of meaning. Enlightenment, you can tell, the William Shakespeare is an enlightened person. The Milton was enlightened person. The Wordsworth is enlightened person. The Keats was enlightened person. Because your enlightenment definition is the definition of the intellectuality, not the spirituality. The Indian mythology is the appropriate definition of enlightenment. We call the enlightenment is Atma Jnana, and Atma Jnana is not intellectuality, is not the brilliancy, and the Atma Jnana is the immortality, and Atma Jnana is the guarantee to liberation from death and birth cycle, and the Atma Jnana is the guaranteed stage, the transformation of a jiva into the almighty existence. Then that person become completely spiritual and divine, and he will become as like a God, and he will not born again. He will not born again. The Atma Jnana is the guarantee of there is no justice after after the pralay or after the Qayamat. The Atma Jnana says, as you get the Atma Jnana, you will become completely liberated soul and you become as God as you. So this transformation is a very, very precious transformation, and you will not find this transformation in any religion of this world. Only the Brahmajnani Indian masters, they can give this transformation. Otherwise, you will be caught in the activities or actions, and all activities and actions, they are performed by the physical body or the mental body, mind, intellect, mood and your sensory organs. So God is not physical body, God is not your mind, because God is the knower of your physical body, God is the knower of your mind, God is the knower of your intellect. So other religions, they have no appropriate technology to give you the complete awareness and complete enlightenment or complete consciousness into your true and actually existence. My dear friend, I want to tell, I am giving this knowledge, the extreme knowledge of liberation, without any prejudiceness and without any differentiation. I have no hate, I have only love. If you are living in any country of this world, if you are black or you are white, or your skin is yellow, if you are dwarf and tall, if you are rich or poor, if you are belonging any religion of this world, I will never make any difference and I will never prejudice. I am giving this knowledge as the sun gives the light without any prejudiceness. My dear friend, every person can get this knowledge, even he is living in any atmosphere and any country, even he is belonging to any group of humanity, society, even he is a man or a woman, even he is a transgender or even he is a child, you can get it. So my dear friend, the God is universal and the love of God is universal. Only the fools and incomplete person, they make differentiation in the love of God. If you are a child, you are old, you are adolescent, you are a Hindu, you are a Muslim, you are a Jewish, you are Yahudi, you are anyone you are, you can get this liberation, you can get this Atma Jnana, you can do this meditation which is I am teaching all of you. When you go to the airlines or any restaurant, they will not ask your caste and creed and nationality. Only you purchase ticket and they will allow to sit. So, if you have enough love in your heart for the God and you have curiosity of seeking inside, which is God is living inside of you, we call the Atma, you call the divine light, and you call the existence, you call the God, we call the Paramatma. If you want to know inside, presence of your existence, your God, your Holy Spirit, anything which is you can name. If you want seek, if you are seeker, I will welcome you. So my dear friend, please listen my discourses with great love, without ego, without prejudiceness, without your own principles as you are put in your mind. This is the holy food, free food for all, which is I am giving you. This is a prasadam. You can take it lavishly, you can eat it lavishly, because this is the grace and gift of the God which is coming from me to you. I am only the medium. My dear friend, I never criticize of any religion or any person, because I don't want to take anything from the seekers and lovers of the God. I don't want money, I don't want favor, I don't want facilities, I don't want luxuries, and I don't want any type of prize from anyone. Because I am completely satisfied with my presence and with my living. I am completely satisfied. But because I am a spiritual surgeon, and when I do my operation of your consciousness, then sometime you can feel my word is very hard, maybe very hard, as a surgeon's knife. I am asking advance pardon. If you feel anything wrong, please have patience, and you will feel I was right and word was right. Because my intention is not insulting to anyone, my intention is not giving any pain to anyone. My intention is only one, that I want to remove your darkness and give you the light of the God. So please never take my words in the sense of the praise, admire, or criticism. My dear friend, in this spiritual science, the definition of the God, Paramatma, or your Atma, your own internal presence of existence. So the Paramatma, your Atma, or your existence, all are the same word for one thing, one stage. So that is unbreakable, that is called Akhanda. So that is immortal, Avinashi, undestroyable. That is Ananta, that is infinite. That is Ajaya, unconquered. Nobody can conquer that existence. That is nectar. That is the stage of immortality. The nature can be changeable, but that is not change in any time or any condition. So, your internal existence is completely separate from the nature, and nature created materials and the place and the time and the goods and the persons and the circumstances In all the time, in all the places, in all the circumstances, your existence, your Atma, your inner presence of God, living continuously, same and undisturbed. I am giving that achievement, that introduction, and I am giving that transformation because you are completely missed, or you are forget that stage of your immortality. So the Atma, the Chaitanya, it means the consciousness. Atma means the soul, Chaitanya means the consciousness, Jnana means the divine knowledge of liberation, Prema means the love, Jivan Mukta Avastha, it means the stage of complete freedom from all illusion. So the Paramahansa, it means the person who is the extremely enlightened and no any deformity has remaining of the Maya inside of that person. So the Satguru, the true master, the great master, the Guru Tattva, the power of a master, the Ananda, the pleasure, the pleasure is a word, is exact word, not place. You feel that pleasure is the sexual feeling. No, in Indian mythology, the pleasure is called Ananda. Ananda. But you use the pleasure word in the different meaning. So we can say the Ananda, it means the place in your word. And the Satchidananda, it means the true consciousness and the place when comes together threes, that is called Satchidananda. These all world is the same. That is living in you in the form of existence. So these are the name of your own existence which is living you inside of you. My dear friend, the Paramatma is the existence, and unknowing of the Paramatma, unknowing of the existence, that is the stage of the Jiva. That is the stage of the dark stage of illusion. That is called the Jiva. In the Ramayana, the Tulsi says, Ishwar Ansa Jiva Avinasi Chetan Amal Sahaj Sukhrasi. Your life is the God. Your life is immortal. Your life is the supreme enlightened stage. Your life is the consciousness of awareness. Your life is free from all impurity. Your life is very, very easy in knowing. And your life is the last pleasant condition of your liberation. So know your life, then you can know your God inside. So that you are not a person, you are not a man or woman, you are not a child, or you are not an old person, you are not a transgender, you are the living stage of the God existence, and you are a great soul. Everyone is a great soul in this world. Even you are sleeping and the master is awakened in the supreme knowledge. But you can also achieve this supreme knowledge. And when you will achieve this supreme knowledge, then you will be become in your previous form, which has you have lost by the effect of the dark, of the illusion of the natural mesmerism that is called Maya. So my dear friend, if you can give up this sleeping, this unconsciousness, and you can come out from this darkness of illusion, and you can break your sheath of this Maya, and then you will be feel that you are immortal, you are undestroyable, you are unbreakable, you are a continue in all universes, and then your limitation will be break and you will become unlimited soul. So the consciousness of existence is the consciousness of you. So the purity of existence is purity of you. Only you are in the illusion because you are living in the darkness of the nature. So you think that you are a jiva, you are a person, you are a man or you are a woman. But when I give you this knowledge of liberation, then you will be know that you are not man, you are not woman, you are the universal soul, you are the God existence, you are the truth which is spreading all the universes. That is called Atma Jnana. And never be fearful and never be hesitate and never be shy, because this is very natural. You can get it very easily. It is not difficult. Only I will turn your consciousness from outside to inside. So when you take this pleasure of insight, then you will feel that outside of pleasures of your sensory organs, they are insufficient, like a dew, and this pleasure which is living inside of you, that is the big pool of the sweet nectar. Because a person which is living in the jiva stage, and he has no liberation, he has no knowledge of Atma Jnana. So he think that the sensory organ hunger and sensory organ availing things, they are real pleasure. No, they are not real pleasure. And when he want to achieve the physically comfortable things, then unfortunately he are collecting the unknown pains also behind these achievements. My dear friend, if I want to tell you a technical word that is called jiva. When the soul, when the consciousness is living in the dark mesmerism of the Maya, that is called the jiva. So the jiva has two departments. One is the consciousness department, and second is the department of the illusion of the Maya and materialistic department. And one is consciousness and other is materialistic department. You know the seed having the big tree inside of his teeth, inside of his cover. You know the mirror have the sun impression inside of the small piece of mirror. So the image of mirror which is inside of you, sometimes you feel this awareness, but this is incomplete awareness. when you feel awareness of your eyes, your ears, your tongue touchability, your skin touchability. These are all comes by the consciousness and the ability of your internal presence of existence, but you do not know, and you think that your touchability and your vision and your hear by the ear, these are all you, and you bound all the life in the experiences of your sensory organs. But that is not complete consciousness, that is not complete truth. If we broke the mirror, the sun never breaks. If we die, our soul never die. So, the mind, intellect and ego is just like a mirror inside of you, and your soul, your existence is like the God existence, is like the Almighty God. So the image of existence, image of the God is Jiva. When by the meditation, when by the awareness, when by the knowing, we separate from this illusion of the Jiva, we say, now the Jiva illusion is destroyed and we are standing in the real existence, in the real consciousness. That is, stage is called Atma Jnana. Because this illusion will go and the reality will come, this mortality will go and immortality will come, because the Jiva will go and Shiva will come, the Jiva will go and the God will come. Because God is living inside of you, but you do not know about the God. So, in the sense of destruction of the Jiva stage, we called this destruction of the Jiva stage come by the supreme knowledge of the liberation. We called this supreme knowledge of liberation by the word of Jnana. And when the image change in the mirror one by one, that is called a death and birth cycle. One image come and another come, and then one goes and another come. That is called a birth and death cycle. If you want to understand, you can understand. Because the master want to destroy your Jiva stage, and master want to take you in your actual true stage, because you are not Jiva, you are Almighty God's love and light. My dear friend, even outside, any type of circumstances, any type of sound pollution, or any type of difficulty in your life, don't worry. You can get enlightenment in every difficult condition of your life. Even you are facing battle-like condition, and you are working in a noisy industry, or you are not physically good, you are ill, or you are suffering the old age problems. But don't worry. These all circumstances cannot be make any type of hurdle or any type of difficulty in the path of your enlightenment. So, this knowledge of Sadguru is giving the indication to you. Give up. Your crying, give up. Your difficulties, weakness, or big say, the excuses that you cannot get achievement, you are very ill, you cannot get achievement of this knowledge, supreme knowledge, because you are poor and you have no time, you are very busy. Please do not think like that. If you can achieve this achievement in any condition of your life, then you can achieve. Otherwise, if you think the peace will come, then I will do meditation. When money will come, I will do the meditation. When my child will grow, they will become independent, then I will do the meditation. When I will get any job, that I will do the meditation. This is the cheating of your mind. Your mind do not want make you free from all illusions. In this, regarding to this fact, I am giving an example, a very short story. There was a horse rider was going in a long path. After some hours, his horse was thirsty. His horse feel thirst, and his horse want to drink the water. He searched the water. A farmer was watering his field, and the all time there was a instrument that is called rahat. In the ancient time, the person tied some tin box on a circle, and many tin boxes they are tied on the circle or the periphery of the circle, and the ox move round and circle move round. By this by this method is called rahat. And you know the tin makes noise. So water is coming in the tin box, and the tin box is making noise. Kad 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 kad. And you know the 5 and 10 liters only water comes every tin box. And when the tin box coming opposite, the water fall down in the canal, and there is no enough water in the canal if the if the circle is stopped moving. So that soldier told to the farmer, please stop the noise, my horse is very thirsty and he want to drink water. The farmer told, if I stop the tin boxes, the water will not come, and there is no accumulation of the water will be here, and your horse cannot drink the water because there is no water. Water will go fast in the canal of the field. If you want to drink the water and your horse want to drink water, you have to drink water in this noisy atmosphere. This story is giving and giving a message to all seekers and lovers of the God. This world will go on. This time, you can face many difficulties in this world. You can face many unpleasant conditions. Noisy, fighting, quarrels, hates, affection of the sensory organs and many things. But in between of all difficulties, if you want to enlightenment, you should be bear. You should be tolerant, and you can get it. You are just like that horse. You are thirsty to knowing yourself. You are thirsty for peace. You are thirsty for internal prosperity. You are thirsty for immortality. You are thirsty to come out from this death and birth cycle. And Master is your horse rider. And Master want to give this water to you because you are thirsty. Master want to give this knowledge. And you tell, Master is your mind, your intellect, your mood, or your ego, that is horse, and you are the seeker. And the Master is that former, which is the owner of the rahat. So he tell, if you want to drink water, you should drink water in the noisy condition. So please, never run away from the world. Stay in the world and get enlightenment. Because this world will not stop. This world will not become peaceful. This world will not become pleasant. This world will not change. You must change. World will not change. So my dear friend, the circle of this noisy rahat will not stop. You will take this knowledge of liberation in all circumstances. In all circumstances, you have to take this knowledge of liberation. Because the responsibility of your family, the work of your liabilities and the duties, they will not stop. And if you think that I will do this meditation, or I will take this achievement of liberation when I will feel free, when my all work will be finished, your life will be finished, but your work will not finish. And if you do not get this freedom of knowledge of completely freedom, that my dear friend, if you will not get it, the nature will push you in the next birth. Maybe that birth is not human birth. Maybe that birth will be a cattle or insect or fish or bird. Even you can go in the birth of the tree. So be careful. If you want to free from the death and birth cycle, and if you do not want to push in unconsciousness, because nobody knows after the death. You ask to any person, even the human, what was you in the previous birth? He will not know. He cannot tell you. Because the complete wash knowledge. of this birth. The completely he will be unknown that a frog was a human previously, but frog do not know. And nobody can save you in other life. Even in the human life, nobody can save you. You can see the life in the Syria. You can see the life of that woman. They was raped again and again by the cruel persons, and nobody can save them. You can see the persons, they are cut by their thoughts by the so-called religious persons. Nobody can save them. You can see in the battles the person is dying, in accidents the person is dying. Nobody can save them. So my dear friend, only you can save yourself by the getting this knowledge, because then your journey of painfulness will be end after this knowledge. My dear friend, I am giving you the nectar of my love of spirituality and the divinity. Please drink this nectar and be immortal. I am opening my arm. Please come. I will save you from this dangerous condition of the world by my supreme knowledge of liberation, Atma Jnana. I am giving a greatest treasure of the world. When you will get this treasure, your all poorness will go away, and you have no any wishes to get anything after knowing this supreme knowledge of liberation. This is the this is the nectar of the God's love, prem ka pyara. If you will drink, you will be immortal. This is the great prasadam. So Gita says, prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasya upajayate. If you will take this prasadam, you will become a complete satisfied person of this world, and nothing is remaining to get in your life. You will get everything. You will become complete, and complete ability is the God. And this achievement you can get only by the enlightened master. Nobody can give you. The world will give you the poison, and master will give you the nectar. The world will give you the tension, unpleasantness, unpeacefulness, many pain, many sorrow, and world will give you the endless journey of the death and birth path of the Maya. So the master can give you all the freedom, and master can save you. The master is the great savior. So the Gita says, yatra yogeshwara Krishna, tatra partha dhanurdhara, yatra sri vijayo bhuti dhruva nitir mama. If you come in the center of the master, then you will get the victory from all your pain and sorrows and difficulties and dilemmas, and you will become an emperor of universe that is called existence. My dear friend, in the Gita, there is mainly 3 types of yogas described. And the yoga has only one meaning yoga means the addition of the jiva with the Shiva. Yoga means the drop become the ocean. Yoga means the joining with the God. Yoga means become a part of unbreakable part of the God. So yoga is addition with the God. One is the samatvam yoga uchyate. The second chapter of 45 stanza in the Gita. The God is presence everywhere, unbreakable. He is the ocean of the consciousness. And yuj means the continuity of the joining, that is called yuzir. The yuzir is the verb, and yuzir verb make the yoga. The second path is yatro parmate chittam niruddha se yoga sevaya. That is the 6th chapter and 20 stanza. The stability of your mood, the stability of your mind, intellect and the ego, that is called samadhi. Yudh samadho. This is the verb. Yudh samadho. So this is the second type of the yoga. And third type of yoga, Paschimaya Yogameshwaram. That is came in the 9th chapter of 5 stanza, 5 verse. Sayaman samartha prabhava. Yuj sayamane dhatu. It means this. What is came by the verb that is called yuj. Yuj means yoga. So, in the Bhagavad Gita, the yoga as described, samatvam yoga uchyate, it means if you get the uniformity of the God everywhere, and you can aware and enlighten into the God, and you can transform it into the universal soul, and you can live in that enlightenment, you can live in that stage of complete liberation. At that time you can get that highest stability and the capability that is called samatvam yoga uchyate. That Gita is tell about the yoga, samatvam yoga uchyate. But Maharishi Patanjali tell the yoga chitta vritti nirodha 9/2. And what is the chitta vritti nirodha? When your any type of vibration in your mind, intellect and the mood, they will stop, and your mind, intellect and mood, they are like a stable surface of a pond of a lake. Then you can see the image in that lake like a mirror. So the God you can see the God inside, which is living in the form of your existence, and that is called yogas chitta vritti nirodha. So the result of every yoga the seeker become the seer and see inside his immortal soul and stand in that stage that is called tadrashtaha surupe avasthanam. And the same result, says the Gita, 2:48 and 6:13. Chapter 2, 48 stanza and chapter 6, 13 stanza. So the Patanjal and the Gita telling the same thing about enlightenment. So Gita says, you must be detached from all your vibration of your mind, intellect and ego, and you stand is in your existence. And Patanjal also says, Yogas Chitravatti Nirodha, you are stand in the stage of the stability of your mind. My dear friend, the Brahma Sutra also saying the same thing. The 4/4 and 17. The Brahma Sutra says, Jagata Vyapar Varjinam. All the functions of this world, they cannot affect on you. That stage is help you in the enlightenment. Never affect with the worldly things, and always live in your equilibrium of the knowledge of liberation of the divinity. You live in your peaceful condition which is inside of you, which comes from your inside existence, which comes from inside God. So the Brahma Sutra is saying the same thing. So the Patanjali, the Gita and Brahma Sutra, they are giving you one indication, one directive, one teaching, the same teaching. Because when you stop all the vrittis, all the vibrations, and the Gita says when you become the Sakshi and your mind comes in the meditation stage, that is called Nirvikalpa stage, that is called pin drop silence inside, that is called zero mind condition, is called meditation. In this stage, if you want to go and if you want to achieve, if you want to stand in this meditation stage, that is only comes by the grace of your masters. That you cannot get by your own efforts. You only can be the Sakshi, and you only can prepare yourself for meditation. But meditation is the grace of the God, the meditation is the grace of the Master. So the Master is the prominent figure in the path of the meditation, and very rare and rarest. The Buddha, only one soul is come in this world. He can achieve this stage without help the Master. And he say, Appadipo Bhava. So, you will become your own lamp. You will become your own light. You will become your own consciousness. You will stand in your own existence. This is the message of the Buddha. So the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and it means the thoughtless stage of the mind, that will be help you, the Atma Jnana, that will help you the self-realization. And the realization and enlightenment and Atma Jnana, in my technology, in my terminology, we tell Jagran, in awareness, complete awareness. So if you want to experience this complete awareness, if you want to achieve this awareness condition, so Gita giving you the three paths. Any one path you can achieve, and you can any one path you can accept, and you can achieve this enlightenment. Actually, the name is three, but path is one. The path is one. The Kashmir Shaiva Tantra says the Guru Rupaya, the master, is only alternative to get enlightenment. But we are translating this book, so I will tell. I written this book. There is three path: Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. Addition by the knowledge of supreme enlightenment. Addition with the God by the great love that is called Bhakti, the love and the devotion. Addition with the God by the function with the detachment, the function with the Sakshi. These three. I will describe these three paths in my next discourse. Thank you very much. Love you very much. Thank you. This is the translation of my book, which is I written many years ago when I was newly enlightened.